Greetings everyone, hello and welcome back once more to Starfield, to House Varun Embassy, where we are right now. Something bad happened here most likely, because the ambassador is missing, and yeah, we are entering the embassy right now and it's full of rubble. I wonder why no one noticed up to this point, really. Before we continue onwards here, I would like to do one more thing, and that's in my skill points. Some of you have been already pointing this out as well. We should probably invest the last skill point we have right now into persuasion. So it happens quite often, right? And we're failing quite often. And this one increases the chance of success by 10%. Now we need to succeed 3 times, and then we can go into the next step here. And I want to go with all the steps here because it's just that important. There will also then be intimidation and diplomacy, another 2 things we can use then in dialogues. But I haven't found them yet, of course, and counted them yet, so it's all about persuasion at the moment. And yeah, let's just hope that this increases the chance a bit. It's 10%, alright.
Let's talk. When you have time, of course.
Now we're going deeper in. Barrett wants to talk with us.
Need something? I just wanted to say thanks for the daring rescue back there. I had plans for Matsura, of course, but I appreciate the backup.
You're welcome. Glad to be of help.
It's good to be part of a team, isn't it? To be part of something so much bigger than any one of us. So many things can go wrong out there. Working with people you can trust is important. That's why I've been in Constellation so long. It's good to have people who will help out when you're in a jam. Just wait till we get matching shirts and start having official cookie days.
Charming. I do like cookies.
They're one of humanity's greatest achievements. Modern medicine, space travel, and cookies. Constellation is quite pro-cookie. Because, you see, we value human accomplishments. Speaking of which, I'm glad you joined Constellation.
Thank you, Barrett. Oh, we could flirt with him now too, starting a romance.
Just figured I'd mention it, since we
Where's
haven't
Sarah?
had much time to chat before. You know, it's hard to imagine just who I'd be had I never joined up. I would have never done so many things. And I never would have met Irvin. Or lost him. Well, that's all I have too.
Perfect. Let's move on. Oh, is that a skill? No.
Hey, Captain.
Okay, something is definitely fishy.
Take a break. Chat. Now isn't the best time. I need to talk with you later.
Can we continue down through this path now? I think. Oh, that's the one that was actually targeting me. Level 12! Now very easy. Can we loot this? Yes, we can. Perhaps it got hacked. It looks like it got hacked. Oh, there is an advanced lock. We could try it, of course. This is not looking exactly great.
I'm so ready for this. Are you? You aren't ready for this, but I am.
Oh, Barrett is fighting.
I've done this 1,000 times.
Holy cow.
Didn't think this through, huh?
Problem is we really need some ammunition. It doesn't matter how much ammo I pick up. It's never for my type of weapon. Even a melee weapon would help in this case. Oh, ammo case. There's also nothing in here anymore. Unfortunately, so it doesn't matter what I pick up. I've got no rounds anymore except for my modified EM Equinox. That, of course, we can use to stun them. But then, what should I do? There's a cutter. That's for mining and that's it. And yeah, no ammunition. I do have this all. But it's not for my weapons. And I do have completely different weapons there. Let's just hope that we find something while moving along here. I think we need to go through this. Yeah. Looks like a museum of some sorts. We can stun it most likely and then melee it. Barret, you'll have to do the majority of damage here, please. We can do quite a lot of melee damage, that's great. A bolt cutter? Probably not cannot use this. Alright, Barret, he's going to be my hero here. Oh, we can talk with that robot there too. Come on, any kind of weapon, please give me something. Pretty incredible, really. There's nothing for us to loot, really, that would be helpful. There's the occasional... Not even a melee weapon, right? This is completely empty here, this whole building. Come on, Barret. He's doing the damage, and I just have to stun them. Alright.
Hey, when you're not busy,
He wants to chat again. Barret, let's not talk, please. Come on, give me some weapon. Anything. A stick? A stick would already be helpful. There is something. A particle beam pistol. I'll take that. And there's also some particle ammunition. Nova light. This looks good. We have a weapon. We can do something again. There's lots of ammunition here too. Corresponding with that. Perfect. Oh, and that's also doing quite a bit of damage there. Perfect. Pretty cool. Good pistol there. Alright, we need to... Oh, this is advanced once more. Fortunately, it's too advanced. Unfortunately, I really cannot unlock the next step here with the advanced one, because we do need to hack 5 easy ones first. We need to go around it. There is actually the intercom. Nah, come on. I don't need this anymore. But we need to go down now, it seems. At least the power is online here again as well. Ah, I think I know where we need to go. Where I attempted to go down previously and... there it is. Door was not working. Oh, there's someone.
So, what seems punishment becomes providence. A reminder we can never truly know the Great Serpent's designs for us. You have my thanks, and my apologies for the ordeal you just endured. Come, let us discuss. Not the ideal introduction, I suppose, giving you a grand tour of the embassy via barely functioning intercoms. I do greatly appreciate your persistence. I suspect the Venom tree upstairs has worked itself into more systems than I'd realized. But then again, who could cage such a beauty? Tell me though, what is it like outside? I heard the broadcast mentioning an attack. Then the embassy was struck with a power surge and then... silence. Has the rest of the city suffered quite so badly?
The spaceport is in rough shape, but not much else was damaged.
Is that right, huh? I shall need to have these repairs seen to sooner rather than later. Now, it cannot solely be the Serpent's grace that brought you here at such an opportune moment. You were sent by the UC. That much is obvious. Who else could just waltz through my door, hmm? And the broadcast spoke of terror morphs at the spaceport. A worrying occurrence, certainly, but coming here of all places, when all I could provide is some enthused cheerleading and... an archive code. So the UC requires information then. On terror morphs, presumably, hmm? Do I see this all clearly?
Correct. We're going to use the data in the archives to better understand and stop these attacks.
The preservation of life stands as the very purpose of the archives. Using its data to prevent more attacks, there is logic there. But if I am to grant you access, I have a requirement.
I just saved your life.
For years, House Varun has been known only as an agent of slaughter. We founded this embassy with hopes of shedding that legacy. With little success. In exchange for my code, I require this. You must be the one who ensures it is used for good. Ensure House Varun's legacy is more than just carnage. The knowledge you ask for isn't evil. No knowledge is. It is we who bend it to evil ends. Oh, you must assure me this will be used to save lives, not endanger them.
You don't need my assurance. Independent observers will verify its use responsibly.
We can't take chances with anybody, so we'll keep eyes on everybody.
Well, then I shall not fear. Please, follow me.
Oh! Legendary power pack. Some credits. And tungsten. 8 tungsten. It's quite valuable.
Okay?
Let's hope it still works. And there. Let it be used for good.
Dusty.
Okay,
Dusty.
now we need to return to the
Let's talk.
Interstellar affairs.
Talk.
What did we just get there? Anti-ballistic incoming damage reduced, thermal resistance, chance to reflect attacks 4%. But still, once more, the damage is not ideal. We do lose a lot of resistance. I don't know. We really found a very good pack there already. Let's return to the offices. Okay, back again to turn in those codes that we have now received. At my lovely Deputy Elizabeth McIntyre.
Captain, you're back sooner than... Oh, wait. Did you actually succeed? With Radcliffe? And Balmore? We're all in agreement.
Code pieces from House Varun and the Freestar collected and ready to be deployed.
That's incredible. I wasn't sure Radcliffe would ever get on board. I'm very much looking forward to getting the debrief on how precisely you managed to pull all this off, but that'll have to wait for another time. Regardless, superlative work, Captain. And now, I've already arranged everything with the archival monitors. When you get down there, the UC monitor will give you instructions on how to deploy the codes. Follow them to the letter. Here, the UC code piece and an archival access card. The entrance is just on the other side of the plaza across from Mast. Absolute best behavior down there, all right?
I'm trying to do my best. So report to the Armistice Archives. I think it's in the same building, right? She told me. Just much further down. Wait, actually it's not. It's in the Armistice Archives, which is its own building. There we are, breathless, almost close to collapse. Armistice Archives. Secure the future. The cost of unfettered war, we stand as the bulwark of peace. Doesn't look like there's any uniforms here. This guy certainly does just wear what he actually found in the afternoon's closet.
Captain, we've been expecting you. Please approach the monitoring station and we will go over the rules. Welcome, Captain, to the archives. To proceed, you will need to deposit your codes into the 3 corresponding receptacles. Once they are verified, I will open the door.
Alright.
Your data resides in Unit 18. You will not be able to access any of the other units. Once you've collected your data, return to the entrance. You may insert the first of the archival codes when you're ready to begin.
This seems really complicated. What's the first one? Second one. And the third.
Verified. Unlocking. You may proceed, Captain.
So I'll take it it's been decades since someone was in here. With all that security. And there we have the data. Just like that. Alright, back in UC Colony's headquarters. Let's go to the Interstellar Affairs and have a look at that data we just received.
There you are. Captain. Surprised to find out we're having visitors as we work.
Major Sinan and I were just discussing the merits of your planned interfactional cooperation. I think it's a great idea. Get them invested in the solution. Make it clear we've got nothing to hide.
I'm sure they'll be lovely house guests.
Now, Captain, if you wouldn't mind transferring the documents to the Major, she and I have been discussing next steps.
Time for us to start getting some real answers, and figure out if we've been asking the right questions. So whenever you're ready.
Of course I am ready. You may take possession of the Terramorph data.
Acknowledged and accepted, Captain. So with the data out of the way, we've been discussing where exactly this work's getting done. The Red Devil's headquarters on Mars, back where you found Percival, seemed the natural spot. Already has the equipment, the safety measures. Should even be able to house its own cadre of independent observers. Though it sounded like the deputy had a few more things she needed to discuss with you first.
Indeed. The most important of which is getting you your citizenship.
Then I guess we'll see you on Mars.
Captain, if you'll follow me.
My citizenship, I thought I already had it, but okay. Let's follow them, and then it's on to Mars, to that base where we might find out more. Let's rather not pull the trigger. Oh wow, we're all the way up here now.
All right, Captain. Are you ready to become a citizen of the United Colonies?
I'm ready.
Good. This isn't the only item we need to discuss, so I'll give you the short version. Please raise your hand.
Do you have a short
Captain,
version?
through your actions today and in days past, you have earned your place among the United Colonies. Through service, bravery, strength, and upholding of the mutual good. Will you carry and cultivate these values for as long as you remain a citizen?
I will.
Then, Captain, I'm pleased to welcome you into the United Colonies as a full citizen. Here, your official ID and your citizenship dispensation. We've also
Hooray!
let the Aphelion Realty office out in the plaza know you're approved to purchase property. Now, the other item we needed to discuss. There's a member of the UC who's asked to speak to you, but this person is in a sensitive position. Normally, we wouldn't even consider something like this, but we think this person has information that could prove useful in dealing with the Terramorphs. And they've stated they'll only share it with you. They asked for you by name. So I need your agreement that everything you're about to see is kept in the strictest confidence. You can tell no one. Can you agree to these terms?
Sure thing, I'll take it to my grave.
Let's hope it never comes to that. Head to the elevator. You're going to subsection 7. I'll make sure you're cleared for access by the time...
Okay, thank you very much. Lots of credits. Oh, look at that view. Beautiful. All the way up here. On this really high tower there. Beautiful view. That's the whole of New Atlantis down there. So, back in subsection, or not back, but down here now really. We're talking with that person and then hopefully head to Mars, because we have had a lot of talking in the past.
I knew a place like this had to exist. I just never thought I'd actually be in it.
Access. You may proceed down the corridor. But there are no additional visitors permitted. Your president has to wait out here.
Welcome, Captain. Please, come down and approach the intercom. You and I should chat. President Abeyo was kind enough to give me a few files to peruse. Quite the series of accomplishments you've managed. But now you face a foe unlike any other. An invisible enemy, lurking in the shadows. You're going to need all the help you can get. Which is why I hoped we could speak. Do you know who I am?
I'd say someone pretty important.
Perceptive. I like that. I'm Francois Sanon. But most know me as
Oh.
Victus. I was an admiral during the Colony War. One of its great villains, if you believe the slates. I was to be executed for my crimes, but the previous regime deemed me too valuable to simply discard. So they put me here, a sacrifice on the altar of peace. Even my death served the colonies.
UC has been lying all this time, or...
Captain, please. There are no clean hands in galactic politics. We all do what we must to keep ourselves safe. Which, right now, means finding a way to protect the United Colonies and beyond from additional terramorph attacks. An effort you and my progeny Hadrian have already made impressive progress on. And I'd like to help, though I am curious. Has she shared with you the nature of our little family?
She's a clone, yes.
Did she? So willing to trust Hadrian. I never did succeed in driving that out of her. Our relationship has always been a challenging one. The Major was born to become a great leader, carry on the legacy I established, and was given all the finest training to support it. And she excelled. But the universe cut all that short. Now, though, it's placed even more crucial work in front of the two of you. And I think I have a part to play in helping you accomplish what you've set out to do.
Alright.
After some long years earning the trust of this current regime, the UC has been permitting me to work alongside one of their recovery teams, helping them gather intelligence on, locate, and organize scenarios to lure in some of the criminals that evaded justice after the Colony War. With quite a few successes, I might add. But in the process, I managed to find something else. The names and locations of Hadrian and Percival's old research team. Valuable manpower for the effort you're about to embark on. I'll tell you where they are, but in exchange, I need something dealt with.
Alright.
There is a former colleague of mine, a man by the name of Dr. Reginald Orlaise. Like myself and Hadrian, he was involved in some of the United Colony's more problematic lines of research. Mech weapons were his specialty. If it dealt death, he could make a deal more. When the Colony War ended, he fled, refusing to face tribunal, and has continued to peddle his skills to the highest bidder to this day. But I finally found him. I want you to track him down and deal with him, however you're able. I'm not expecting he'll come quietly. Bring me evidence that the job's done, and I'll tell you what I know. Good. According to my information, he's been hiding around the world of Etheria, Wolf System. There's a star station in the vicinity, the Den. The head of the local vanguard, one Captain Marquez, should be able to help you find our man.
Alright, thank you very much. Is that a second quest now, or... the devils you know? Yeah, it seems like that's actually two now. Captain Marquez. And we did not receive any other quests so far from that. So that's what we need to deal with now. And yeah, with some manhunting and Mars, we continue onwards in the next episode. Finally, as a citizen. Stay tuned.